We will have players also at the podium after the coaches are done. So we'll start today with Coach Mack. To ask a question, just raise your hand and we'll get a mic. We'll start with Jim.
Coach, did you just talk about the performance of Jabari Small after he'd been out for several weeks?
Well, really impressed with the way Jabari went out there and competed. One thing that you saw that Jabari did was he played more snaps in this game than he probably has in his entire career in one game. That's just a testament to his toughness and that warrior mindset. I actually, performed well as well. Protectionally wise, he did some really good things for us, holding up. Was really impressed with the way he ran the football when he had to bounce plays. You saw him get to the second level and really make some defenders miss. And you saw that short area quickness that I always talk about really come to life in that game.
Coach, just how would you assess how you all have done in pass protection so far this season?
Well, like any team, we can always get better. Right now, we're still learning exactly, what's to do in those matchups. Sometimes, kind of catches at times, but when to stay high on defenders, when to stay low on defenders, all those different things. We're still growing in that aspect of our protections. But overall, probably about B-, I would say right now, and we can definitely have room for improvement. Yeah, I think we have gotten better since the preseason, but obviously, the numbers reflect we have to do a much better job. All parts involved, offensive line, running backs. Obviously, everybody's involved in their protection piece in some aspect.
Henry To'oto'o, number 10 on film, as you're watching. He's playing Mike for them. Is he more of a stop the run guy in the middle, or is he a disruptive player in their defense?
He's a little bit of everything. When you watch Henry on film, he's very, very active. He does a really good job of in space, wrapping up and making tackles. You don't see a lot of people get pad +2. When he touches you, you usually go down right immediately. And that's one of the things that, I've seen a whole lot of him as far as a blitzer. He does a really good job of bull rushing guys and pushing them back, pressing the pocket and pushing them back into the quarterback. That's one of the things that we kind of keep noticing and watching on film from him. Really impressed with his style of play. We're not going to probably face two better linebackers in the country the entire year. Those two guys are really doing a great job.
And I know you guys had an expectation of sort of that 1-2 punch of Tyne and Jabari. They've played separate more than they've played together because of injuries and other things. How did that change the plan from preseason to what you thought that duo would be as opposed to what you've had to deal with using usually one per game?
I think the room has been doing a really good job of next man up mentality. You saw Laneith Whitehead get his opportunities. You've seen Jalen Wright get some opportunities in the past. And everybody just has to be ready to play. You never know when that opportunity is going to present itself. So we try to prepare the room like all of those guys. We usually travel about 5 running backs. We were a little short. We were 1 man down last week. So, we had more stress on the room, and they handled it well, to be honest with you. If Jabari had not been able to finish the game, I had no doubt that some of those other guys would have been able to carry the load.
Patrick and Vince.
Coach, you just mentioned Laneith, and he's obviously gotten more of an increased role over the last few games. How have you kind of seen his development over the past few weeks, and how has he sort of risen up to the pecking order there for you guys?
I think it's more about just the time on task, the opportunities for him to get more reps in practice, the opportunities for him to get more reps in the game. You can see he's steadily getting better every time he gets a chance to touch the ball. He had a run the other day. If he picks his knees up in the run, he's probably got a chance of making an explosive play. So, the more reps, the more time on task he's able to get, the more opportunities he's able to get, he's another guy that we feel like the ceiling is really high for him.
What do you like about him now, and what do you think maybe is the next step for him as a running back?
I think to understand his size. He's a big guy, 6'2", 220-some pounds. He's a guy that when he runs with a low pad level, he surprises himself with the opportunity and the chance that he has to run through tackles, especially those arm tackles. So we'd like to see him get more powerful and become more aggressive as a runner.
Coach Jalen Wright got an early look with you guys. Where is he in his development and trying to get back in the mix for you guys?
I think he's right where he needs to be right now. Every day he seems to get a little bit better from a standpoint of health-wise. He was battling some nicks and bruises and things like that. He's coming along right now. He's kind of like a lot of these guys day-to-day for right now. But I do think, once he gets 100% or whatever 100% looks like now within this part of the season, I think he'll be ready to rock and roll.
Coach, you touched on it a little bit earlier, but I think Jabari played 78 snaps or close to 80. I mean,
Yeah.
have you had a guy, a running back, play that many before? And just what does it say about a kid to do that in a fast-paced game like that?
I haven't, really not in this style of tempo. That's not the expectation. You usually don't get that number, that high of a number for the running back position. So that's why I say, just the way he battled through, he was in pain. And we talk about those guys. This is a man's game, and it's going to be opportunities, it's going to be chances for you to showcase your toughness. And that game Saturday was an opportunity for him to showcase his toughness. Usually don't want backs playing that many snaps, but he did that and did not miss a beat.
I know the rules are where they are right now with guys going down, stop and play in terms of tempo. Do you have a preference on what you'd like to see for that? Because it seems like it's being used more and more by defenses for guys to go down. I know Spraggins looked like he had something to say for one of the Ole Miss guys. What's your thought on that? Guys sitting out longer, any opinion on that?
Yeah, I really don't. That's what the offseason is for. The rules committee, they'll figure out something as far as how to progress and how to kind of, try to fix that problem as much as possible.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.